Now conversions, let's talk about conversions. All right, so you've got people that come in and they bounce out, but if you put in proper systems to nurture them through a series of contacts, whether it's emails or text messages, it's like a person comes in to your lead generator and they start, getting these messages that reinforce the idea that you are offering a community. They start to see the value of that community and what it means and how it's different from everything else. And then pretty soon they convert, okay? And so like this can all be automated so that you don't have to worry about just using hope as a strategy, right? And spinning your wheels and like just always thinking of the right email to send or the right text message or whatever. It's just like it can be plug and play out of a box, implemented into your gym's system. Just boom, done. All right, now a statistic again in this, in the gym and fitness industry that you should know is that in today's day and age of commoditized information, it's like so much stuff is out there. There's so much distraction. There's a lot of programs and stuff online, and the Pelotons of the world. Like there's so much noise that a person needs about somewhere between 10 to 12 points of contact with you before you've built a relationship of trust with them to the point where they're like, yeah, these are my people. Like this is my community. I belong here. Okay? It doesn't happen anymore with just one free class or even one free week, right? Because if they come every day for a week, usually that's 5 classes, right? So that's like 5 experiences. That's not 10. That's not enough. It's not enough exposure, enough opportunity for them to feel like they belong in your community. So that's a problem, and you're seeing this, right? Now, does it happen? Yeah, that's where this 2% comes from. Right? The people who are feeling the pain in a big way and they come in and they're just like, good enough for me, boom, sign me up. But for most people, they need more touch points, more exposure to you to build that relationship of trust to the point where they say, yeah, I'm all in. All right, so we've already talked about using a simple system to nurture your leads, and that'll 5x your returns just like that, boom, overnight. And then what about conversions? So what about the other 90%? This is still the majority of your market. Okay, like this is people who, like they're good. They're not, I don't know, whether like they're getting fantastic results in their gym, or they're members of another micro gym community, or they're not fit and they've kind of told themselves stories about like how they'll never get fit, or it's too hard, or they're too embarrassed to go to a gym because like they're so overweight. They just need to get fit first, and then they can go to the gym, right? Like we've all heard those stories, okay? Or whatever it is. There's a whole bunch of stories that could represent the other 90% of your potential members that live near your gym that could be members. And for those people, there needs to be, again, like further nurturing a system, an automated system that once someone becomes a lead, they come in, they're on your email list, they're on your text message list, now they follow you on social media, something like that. Like they're in your lead list, they're a lead now. Automated systems to convert them into paying customers. Again, I go back to that statistic that people need about 8 to 12, and depending on where you are, like your location, you might need a few more touch points to convert them from a lead into, a member. And some of that is like simply because like something needs to change in their life. They're not ready today, and something needs to change in their life. Like they go to the doctor, and the doctor says, "Hey, look, man, you got 6 months, or else you're going to die of a heart attack." And they're like, "Holy cow! Like I need to get fit." And in that moment, you want them to think first of you. You don't want them to think, "Holy smokes, I got to get fit. Maybe I should just go to the Global Gym down the street." No, you want them to be like, "Holy smokes, I got 6 months. A year ago, I went to this free class at this place, had a decent experience, and since then, I've had like several points of contact. Bam, that's my gym, that's my community, that's where I'm going. Like whatever has that change in their life to get them to know that they need this, they need a community, they need to get fit, they need to level up, you want them to think of you first. And so if you don't have a conversion system, then when they have the big aha moment in their life, they're gonna go to someone else who already is doing this, right? Someone else who has mastered the conversions, okay, that they have the system in place. So you don't want that to not be you. You want to have the system in place. And again, this is something me and my team do. It's a done-for-you solution where we come in and say, all right, like this is your system for leads and for nurturing those leads. It's just an out-of-a-box automated system with automated scripts, okay? And then here's your system for conversions. Again, out of the box, done for you. Okay, and then fulfillment.